Good morning, everybody. It's Joan here on my walk this morning with Fenris. Already walked Rose. She did awesome. And now it's time to walk the Fenris. So the other day, something happened and it made me think, why do we spend so much time on the negative and so little time on the positive? And here's what I mean. So something awesome happens, and it's not like, catastrophic or anything like that. Come on, but it's really cool and it's awesome, and you really liked whatever it was that happened, and then somebody noticed, and you were like happy that it made their day because you notice, and they go, oh, come on, we don't have to sniff that. And you're happy it made their day, and even though you didn't mean to, you're just doing something. And it just made you feel really good. But then something not so good happens, and then you spend a lot of time on that, You spend a lot of time thinking about it. The good thing that happened, it happened, and it was over, and it passed, and you may have talked about it a little, but you let it go. It was just a wonderful experience. But then the negative came, and then you consumed yourself with it. And I'll give you an example. I'll pause for a sec so that you don't have to hear the sirens. So sirens are gone. It was an ambulance going by. I didn't want it to be blaring in the video for you. So I'll give you an example. On Friday, today is Monday, so Friday, Mike and I were waiting to pick up my parents' dinner and Mike's dinner, and we were waiting outside because we didn't want to wait inside, and he just started dancing with me and pulled me into his arms and started dancing, and then we were in our own little bubble, and there was tons of people around, but we never even thought of it. We were just in our own little world because that's what we do sometimes, and it's an amazing moment, and just being together is a lot of fun, and no matter what we're doing, even waiting for dinner, we just have fun and we start dancing. And as we're talking, a lady comes up, and we're still dancing, but we're talking, and the lady comes up and goes, "Excuse me, I just wanted to tell you that I saw you dancing from over there, and it was just so cute," or something like that. It was basically, it made her day, right? And so it was cute, it was nice, and it wasn't for anybody else but us, but it was still, it made somebody else's night, and then that was awesome. But then, so you tell people, or how sweet it was or whatever, and you go about that, and then you let it go, right? You don't sit there and go, oh, although you do probably think about it, how sweet that was or how cute that was or whatever. But then the next day, Saturday, I was picking up Mike from work, and a girl that he works with said something rude, and just, she wasn't thinking, and she just said it, and it was in front of a whole bunch of people, and everybody was looking at me, and it was embarrassing, and it was like, oh my gosh, And then after I thought about it, why do we spend so much time thinking about the rude negative comment or whatever it was that happened, and not on the one that filled us up with love and appreciation? And we got all into our we go into our negative habit right away, right? And I've been working a lot now on changing my thoughts and changing how I react and how I feel about things, and this was a good challenge for me, because I really started thinking, like, why do we spend so much time? Why do we spend so much time thinking about the negative, thinking about what other people think, thinking about the embarrassing moments, when we could be living in love? Like, that was an awesome moment. It was, we dance a lot at home, or, he's just a sweetie. So we have that connection where We like spending time together. Come on, Penny. And we like doing things together. So why do we spend so much time thinking about all that instead of staying in the moments of love and appreciation? It is, I didn't know there was a pear tree here. There's a pear tree. That's freaking awesome. Come on. And you know, like for me, it was a great awakening, a great acknowledgement that this is how far I've come, that I didn't have to react. I didn't have to. The hardest part, I'm an introvert, so I don't like a lot of attention on me. Come on. And when all the people were looking at me, it was like embarrassing, you know, but it wasn't on me. It was on her, and how I think they were all looking to see what my reaction was, but I was in the middle of checking out at the store, and I was like, whatever, I'm out of here. And then Mike, because he knows I'm sensitive, he of course apologized, and I'll tell you what it was. So Mike is very young looking, and sometimes when my hair goes gray, which it's not right now, thanks to color, then people say stupid things like, oh, Mike, is that your mom? Like, really? Come on. How rude. But anyways, so they just don't think, right? When I had Loki and he was just a baby, a lady said the same thing. Of course, I hadn't colored my hair in 9 months because I was pregnant, right? Or longer than that, because I just found out I was pregnant, and then I wouldn't color it if I was pregnant. And so a lady had said, oh, is that your grandchild? Is that your first grandchild? He was like, no, that's my son. Although I would have been old enough, because Clarissa is only 16 years older than me. Come on. I mean, younger than me. She's gonna hate that she's 16 years older than me. Anyways, you know, people just don't think. Come on, let's go. And we get to, like, we choose who we want to be once things like that happen. Yes, I could have had hurt feelings and been very upset with it. And no, I didn't color my hair because of her. I was planning to color my hair last week, but we didn't get around to it. So this weekend we had to color it, or that would have been 3 weekends we had forgotten. So that was what happened, and it made me think that you're in charge of how you react. You can take it personally, and you can dwell on that thought, like, oh my gosh, do I look that old? Oh my gosh, do I, you know, whatever. But that's, you know, it's their problem. They have to learn how to speak and how not to be rude to people. Not your problem, you know. Come on. And it doesn't really matter, you know, how old you look or how young he looks or whatever, even if he was that young, you know, which he's not. He's only a little younger than me, not like 20 years or whatever. But anyways, so pick the good, let go of the negative, because it's just not worth it. Fill your heart with the dances, fill your heart with the romantic talk and the flowers and the I don't know, whatever. The messages, the little cards, the little notes, the little whatever it is that happens. It's the little things that count. And it's so important that you remember that you get to choose. You get to choose who you want to be, not who other people are creating you to be or making you feel like you have to be, or you get to choose it all. So create who you want to be. Create the best of you. No, I didn't let it bug me. We made fun of it. We had a good laugh, and I get to tease Mike. But other than that, we just had fun, you know, because life's too short. You never know how long you have, and you might as well just enjoy it while you're here, because you're worth it. Make an amazing day, everybody. I love you.